China's big statement has come on the Tawang clash and clearly at this point wanting dialogues while provoking on the border. China has given out a statement saying dialogue with India via diplomatic channels. We are committed to upholding stability at the border and we are ready to work toward India-China relations. This is Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi on the border dispute saying we are currently upholding stability and talks, whether it's diplomatic or military channels. We want to work with India in the direction towards steady, sound growth. Let's go across to India Today's Foreign Affairs Editor, Geeta Mohan. And Geeta, all good when it comes to such statements again, but the question is how much can you trust China when it's on the border, unnecessary provocation? Because we've seen these statements in the past as well. Let's first discuss this statement, Geeta. What does it say? What does it symbolize and signify by China?
Well, it is another way, another move by China where it wants to project to the world at a time when it sees and is witnessing isolation, that it was never for confrontation, that it is for dialogue. But we are yet to see China walk the talk. We've seen them numerous times saying that they want a resolution to the current crisis and that diplomacy and talks are the only way. We've had numerous levels of talks when it comes to the Ladakh sector. And yet we have the Chinese forces in some critical points and they're yet to withdraw. So waiting for China to walk the talk, and like External Affairs Minister Jaishankar said, unless and until that happens, it really cannot be business as usual.
And this, do tell us about previous statements about this as well, because Geeta, what we see is there are statements, there are talks, and then China attempts to do something. And even at a time when their own country is facing such a humanitarian crisis of COVID-19 outbreak again, the manner in which it did in 2020 and again doing it, do tell us about a little bit about the background of the statements that come in and the politics that India is responding. How is India's reaction right now also to this behavior?
Well, India has always welcomed the idea of talks, but India has also said that while the two sides are talking, there is a need to amicably withdraw and return to the status quo, which is the way and the manner in which the borders at the eastern Ladakh sector were either manned or patrolled. The fact that there has been a breach by the Chinese side is one unacceptable. The fact that there are moves in Arunachal Pradesh being made by the Chinese side is rather not, does not come as a shock, but more so to do with the fact that China continues its aggressive posturing at the India-China border. And it is a very long and contested border. So there are reasons to worry, there are reasons for concern, because they've moved not just from Ladakh. It's been a while that they've been causing trouble in Arunachal Pradesh as well. So
okay.
India is yet to come out with its own official statement. But in the past, the statements have always been, well, we've seen the Chinese statements, but we are yet to see the withdrawal happen.